So, what are the issues that a Republican runs on, that a butt kicking governor runs on, that he puts into effect in Michigan to start to change Michigan? What? Give me the 5 top issues in your mind.
Well, I would say election integrity is a good one to jump on. We see Jocelyn Benson. I mean, we had a state where I think Ruth Johnson was saying in her last year of Secretary of State, there was maybe 54 new voters who registered. So this was 2018. There was 54 voters who registered that year whose social security numbers didn't match the 4-digit number. They were invalid. Last year in 2024, there was 35,000 such people. So we have massive election integrity issues. And by the way, you may have read about Jocelyn Benson's review of election records, and that says we had 16 people, 16 illegals vote last year. Yeah, that's not what happened. That review looked at it compared 2024 voting records versus a single database that has known non-citizens on it.
Yeah.
So that's not to say that those were the only 16. It's that those were the only 16 there. It's very different than saying, I proved definitely that all 5.7 million people who voted are citizens except for those 16. She didn't say that because she couldn't say that because that's not what actually happened. So election integrity, get on board with those ballot measures, I think would be a huge one. I think right to work, we're missing the boat. Union leadership is so poor character and what they say is so alarming that I can't imagine any worker wants to be tied or wants their fate tied to a guy like Shawn Fain. So let's disconnect that. And by the way, if you're trying to make that case, so the very month right to work repeal was signed in Michigan, it was like maybe 14 days later, in I want to say February 2023. That same month, he didn't even wait a month. That same month, Shawn Fain puts out a thing saying, now the UAW is going to focus, I think, $40 million over 3 years to expand into the southern United States. So just as quick as we're tied at the neck to this guy exclusively, he decides he wants to see others. And so how much attention is your Michigan UAW member going to get from a guy who's so globally focused and so expansion focused? So right to work is another one. I would say property tax abolition. I think that's probably a longer game. I don't know if that happens next year, but it needs to happen. I don't know about 2 others.
What about personal income tax?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, eliminate it. There was actually a time before which Michigan had an income tax. That was a Romney idea. The fact that it was a George Romney idea and what we've learned about the Romneys ever since should be ample reason to eliminate that.